did you turn out so grounded and smart and centered, having two super uber parents? I mean, celebrity parents.
Yeah. I mean, they did a really good job of raising us outside of the spotlight, I think. And definitely growing up in a community like Nashville was really good. I love Nashville so much, and I was able to, I was able to go to high school, like go to college. So it's been amazing. It was definitely all because of my parents.
Did you know growing up that they were famous? Like, I was thinking about that Taylor Swift song, like when that came out, were you like, that's weird, like that's my dad?
Yeah, I was like, whoa. But I definitely knew, but not to the extent until I was probably in high school, just because, I mean, a little bit sheltered before. But yeah, it was definitely weird to have that realization.
Are you friends with Taylor?
No, not really. I mean, I knew her. I don't know her well. I've met her a few times.
And you are a musician as well. Tell me about your band at Stanford.
Yeah, we started sophomore year. It was all girls at first, which was really awesome. That was the reason why I wanted to make a band, because we wanted an all-girls rock band on campus. I know, and it was so fun. But then it's kind of evolved because a few people graduated, people coming in and out, and now there's like a few guys in it, which is still great, but it was fun having it all girls.
Is it country or what's the sound?
It's rock. I'm not a huge country person, but it's rock music.
Wait, you're not a big country music fan?
I mean, I like some country. My parents are great. I like a few of the artists, but it's just never been my cup of tea. I'm more of a rock music person.
I'm so impressed by you, Maggie. I'm serious. How awesome. As a mother of three myself, they just must be popping buttons. They're so proud with everything. How does it feel to be graduating and not really getting like the celebration? Like, what are you going to do to celebrate?
Yeah. Well, I'm not really sure. I think a few of my friends, we may be planning like a social distancing dinner, hopefully with our families, but we have to figure that out since a lot of people live outside of California. But I mean, I think next year Stanford might be doing something. They haven't really announced anything yet, but I'll be at Stanford next year getting my master's too, so it's not like I'm completely leaving.
I love your post about your mom being your best friend. What makes her such a good best friend? And I'm sure it came later in life, right?
Yeah, I was a little hesitant to call her my best friend when I was younger, just because I was a little kid, stubborn. But yeah, I think I call her every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. I'm probably a little bit annoying about it, but I think that came about, we did a road trip from Nashville to Palo Alto when I was going to Stanford my freshman year. And it was like 2 weeks long. We stayed in amazing places like Marfa, which was so cool. And so we bonded a lot on that trip, and she's just the person that I tell everything to. And yeah, especially during college when she's not with me in California, I just call her all the time and tell her my life updates.
Maggie, it's the same with me. My mom, Bug, she's in North Carolina. I'm in California. We talk 12 times a day about everything and nothing. She was the maid of honor in my wedding, matron of honor. That's kind of cool. A lot of guys have their dads. You don't hear a lot of women doing that. So it'd be so good when you get married.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't either. I made it up. But I literally was like, well, who is my, you know what I mean? And the same thing, strict, yeah. Like great mom, but how cute. So by the way, she'd be the cutest maid of honor.
She would, definitely.
Okay, we have something else in common, and you know everything. I don't know if you do. I love Prince Harry. What is that picture where you met him? I need all the stuff.
Yeah, I think it was the launch of the Invictus Games that he started, and it was in DC. I was with my dad. We just kind of on the off chance met him because he was there, and which was really cool. I don't know much about the royal family, but it was really cool to meet him. It was really like, I was stunned because, I mean, there's royalty in front of you, but it was really cool.
Was he so cool and normal, like everybody says he is, just down to earth?
Yeah, I mean, I only got to say hi to him. I didn't really talk to him much, but he seemed super fun, super normal.
I love that I threw you in the mix with me, that you're a huge royal fan. Like, we have so much in common, man. We love the royals. You're like, oh, I'll go with you, weird lady. Tell me about all the great fundraising you're doing, especially with Feed the Frontline.
Yeah, the organization itself started in Texas in March. I wasn't one of the founding members, but I helped move it to Nashville. because one of my good friends, Margaret Murray, was actually working in the Texas chapter. So when we got it started in Nashville, what we're doing is we're raising money from the community to buy meals from local restaurants and deliver them to frontline workers like healthcare workers, firefighters, and in vulnerable communities as well. So it's not just focusing on frontline workers. So it's a cause that's, I think, really important just because it's two-pronged. Like, you're helping local restaurants, helping the local economy, and you're also feeding people that need to be fed and have other things to focus on, like getting back their jobs, saving people, healthcare workers. But yeah, it's amazing.
How many people have we fed so far? Do we know? Do we have a number?
I think around 50,000.
Wow.
If I'm correct. Yeah.
And then you've got the virtual benefit concert. That's going to be on CMT. Tell me about that.
It was kind of an idea we floated around for a bit before it actually came to fruition, but it was basically, I was like, I mean, I know a lot of people in the music industry. I should definitely leverage those connections to make this a big thing that we can actually raise a lot of money from. So basically it just started getting a few people. My parents were some of the first, just because
they had to say yes.
But yeah, and so we're really excited about it. It'll be on CMT's Facebook, and all the money goes to each of our chapters. So we have a chapter in Texas, Kentucky, Charlotte, and Chicago, as well as Nashville. So we're really excited about that.
It's an all-star lineup, Maggie. I mean, you got incredible names for this. How will it be producing mom and dad? Who's going to give you trouble?
Neither. They're both really willing to do it. They're really excited about it. And so I'm really excited for the videos. I got to see the videos they submitted for it. And so yeah, I love it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What do they think about your initiative in doing all of this? Like, clearly you learned from the best.
Yeah, I think they're really proud of me for it. And they've helped out a bit with, I get advice from them. They've donated. They love it.
What's the best advice they've given you throughout the years?
Oh gosh. I don't know. I wish I would write stuff like that down. I don't know if there's like a specific piece of advice, but probably just the way they raised me. When I think for anyone, if you have more than other people have, you have like an obligation to help people. And I think they raised me drilling that into my brain. And so I think that's probably the best advice that I've gotten from them. And I'm really glad that that's how they raised me.
And then tell me about CMT Celebrate Heroes.
Yeah, I don't know much about that event, but I think it's in June. And I think that'll be actually broadcasted on TV. And my dad is doing that one as well. Which that one's going to be really cool. I'm really excited to watch that.
Are you going to perform in any of these? What's your band,
it's
by
called
the way?
Sister Supply.
I love it. Not Air Supply, Sister Supply.
I know, but then when we named it, we looked it up. We're like, does anyone else have this name? And apparently tampon. I know.
Like, even more now. That's more reason to keep it. I think that's spectacular. Is it true that your dad has come to like every single one of your shows?
He hasn't come to every single one of them, but he's come to quite a few. Just because, we're in California, and so they can't really make their way there every time. And I don't want him to come to the shows at frat houses because that's no. So, yeah, he's
Maggie, I just think you are so impressive and so awesome. I can't wait to see, so next year we're going to back to Stanford and we're going to get our MBA.
No, I'm getting my master's in sustainability science.
I don't even know what that is, but I love it. I'm going with this, Maggie. Well, I hope to get to meet you in person one day. Yeah, and thanks for all you're doing, giving back. Really, really inspiring. It's great to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.